Hello! As you can tell, this is a somewhat different style of video for me. Like, instead of having my face up here, if I'm aiming my camera at like all my game boxes. Since the Nintendo Switch 2 is about to release in less than a week, I decided I kind of just want to go talk about all my Switch games. Like, this isn't going to be like a big, like, super in-depth thing on everything, because my voice is going to die very fast if that is the case. But you know, I just kind of wanted to like just look at them and sort of give it like a brief overview of sort of what I think of all of them. Maybe I'll do a more in-depth scripted thing of them later, but like, you know, that could be like for another time. I do want to have like a bigger like video on like all of like the sort of like, oh, what all the best-selling Nintendo Switch games, like maybe for the system's 10-year anniversary or something. I don't know. Or until Nintendo when Nintendo stops making games for it. So yeah, I wanted to do sort of a Scott's Stash style thing with like my camera sort of like facing the ground, but that wasn't gonna really work because it's hard for me to like place this camera thing on a table and have it point down. I don't have like this complicated like camera setup that other people do. But anyway, okay, let's talk about the games. I want to go in alphabetical order, but that's going to be a little bit of a problem because I somehow, while stacking these, I didn't think that I'd be oh, I can't just pick one up off the top thing. No, I'm going to have to reach to the bottom. So, alright, so let's just... Alright, first up, we have 1-2 Switch. By the way, sorry for any lighting problems. My light is directly overhead. But yeah, going in alphabetical order means we're going to have to start with this thing. I remember buying this at launch. It was $50 for some reason. Like, I know people talking about a Welcome Tour being $10, and yeah, that should have been a pack-in. Like, I don't know if this should have been a pack-in, because this doesn't really give you a good demonstration of what the Switch is. But it definitely should not have been $50. Like, it was, you know, it was fun for, like, the first couple days, you know, showing, people who haven't seen this, like, oh, here's what the Joy-Cons could do. But, if I'm gonna be honest, I don't think these minigames are all that fun anyway. Like, I think the one I remember most is the one where you have to, like, hold on, is there a picture of it on the back? There is not. The one I remember is the one where you have to, like, sort of, like, hold the IR camera up to your mouth or pretend to eat a sandwich. That tech is kind of cool. Same with the, ball, like, stuff. The ones they're all showcasing here on the box are, like, just sort of, it's gonna be done with a Wii remote. Like, and it would honestly probably perform better. Sword fight, I remember it's just sort of waving the thing around. Milking a cow is funny for, like, 5 seconds. It just feels like some really lame WarioWare microgames, like, slapped into a package for $50. This is probably my least favorite game in this collection. Next. Alright, here's one that I haven't really thought about in a while. I completely forgot this even came out on Switch. It's A Hat in Time. So I remember this wasn't initially supposed to go on Switch. I remember, what was it? Gears for Breakfast? Is that the publisher who, like, developed these? Said that, like, it wasn't supposed to, but, they got it working, and, it runs okay. Like, it's pretty blurry. The loading times are pretty terrible. Evidently, I haven't played this, like, since it came out in, like, 2019. But it's a fun game. It definitely borrows a lot from, like, 3D Mario and Banjo-Kazooie. There's a lot of sunshine elements in here. Like, the bonus platforms are basically just the secret courses from Sunshine. So that's fun. But yeah, this is a fun time. Would recommend. I don't know why it's rated T. That seems a little strange to me, but whatever. Ooh, here's a big one. Next up is Animal Crossing New Horizons. So, this copy isn't actually mine. This is my sister's, but she doesn't have a Switch. So I'm just kind of keeping it. I haven't played it myself yet, since Animal Crossing isn't really my thing. Though I will try it out for, like, probably for an upcoming video. Yeah, this was crazy. This took over the world when it came out. You know, it came out at, like, the best possible time. You know, when everyone was stuck indoors due to the pandemic. And so, like, everyone was going to Animal Crossing. There's so many, like, celebrities going on Animal Crossing. I've seen a lot of people say that like they got really burnt out on Animal Crossing. Like, oh, there's not much here for me to do here after playing for 400 hours. And I'm like, you played for 400 hours. Of course you're burnt out on it. Especially since you probably did it over a much faster period of time than you would have for something like New Leaf, because you're all stuck indoors. I can't really comment on the game's quality. It looks really pretty. But, I will have to get to this at some point. Moving on, next up is ARMS. This is a fun one. This is one of the earlier like games to come out on Switch. This came out in like June 2017. I think right after E3. And it's fun. I think a lot of people dog on this game for like not being like this big smash that Splatoon was. But like, I don't know. I think it served its purpose as a fun game. I think part of the problem was that the gameplay in general kind of hit a sour spot for a lot of people, where it's not as like complex. It's a bit too janky for like some competitive players to really want to like work with it and learn its insides and outs. This is meant to be played with motion controls after all. You can play with a regular controller too and it works fine, but they really want you to play with motion. And like the casuals are weirded out by its sort of nonsensical, like kind of almost lack of a structure. There's not much to do aside from like play local multiplayer, play online, and an arcade mode. There's only 15 characters including DLC, which I kind of understand since they all play really differently. My favorite is Min Min. I was very, very happy to see her get into Smash. Is she on the box? Yeah, she's there. She's the third one from the left. I also really like Max Brass, the sort of boss character. All the character designs here are great. Like, I would like to see an ARMS 2 now that the Mario Kart team is kind of done with Mario Kart. They've been making Mario Kart basically since ARMS completed production in 2017. So maybe if they want to do something different, they could make an ARMS 2. They could also make a new Nintendogs, or maybe even a whole new IP. Who knows? But yeah, this is fun, but I think I'm kind of done with it. Alright, here's a big one. This is Astral Chain. I know, this got like there are so many people who say that this is like their favorite or one of their favorite Switch games. And I can see why. Like, it's made by Platinum Games, the Bayonetta studio. And it is really fun from what I played. I haven't finished it. I think I'm like 5-6 hours in. I mean, I haven't really played it since like 2020 because there's just been so many other games for me to play. But I will get back to it. I did run a poll to see what game from my backlog I should finish. You guys voted for Metroid Prime Remaster, but Astral Chain did put up a decent fight. And yeah, I don't remember the story being all that good, but like, who plays Platinum Games games for the story? But yeah, I will come back to this one. This is really fun. Oh, and speaking of Platinum Games, Bayonetta 3. I don't own 1 and 2 yet. I haven't played this one yet, because I kind of want to play 1 and 2 first. I know this game's reputation is somewhat divisive, because of like its story is apparently really bad. Again, I ask, who plays these games for the story? I will say, like, listening to the soundtrack, I think this is probably my favorite Bayonetta soundtrack, compared to the first two anyway. Like, there's some really good stuff here. Not really a fan of Bayo's hairstyle here. I actually really prefer the shortened hair in 2, but that's all I can really say. Like, I don't really know all that much about what you do here, aside from the fact that this game's got its own Nero equivalent, you know, Viola. That's sort of all I really know, aside from some story spoilers that I couldn't avoid because everyone was mad about them. So yeah, I will play this sometime, pretty soon, hopefully. Ooh, how many of you guys forgot this game exists? Big Brain Academy, Brain vs. Brain. I never played Big Brain Academy when it was on the Wii. I don't think I even knew it existed. Actually, I don't remember hearing that a Big Brain Academy game even came out on the Switch until I saw like Scott the Woz talk about it. This is fun. It's a cute, like, little, like, sort of brain teaser, reaction-y kind of party game, like, with friends. Not really much more than that. Don't think it's really worth $50. Or how much does this cost? I don't know. I got this as a Christmas present. What do they got? Oh, yeah, there's, like, oh. What's this sticker do? What's this sticker do? Ew. Yeah. Did I not scrub this out completely? But yeah, I remember there's like no like online multiplayer with friends, which is very strange. I don't like that. But yeah, this is all right. This is a fun time if you want to have some like fun friends. I've heard the Wii game is better, but you know, if you don't have that, you just have this, you'll probably be in for some fun. All right. Here's I think our first Wii U port, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, featuring new courses based on Super Mario Odyssey. Yeah, that was a thing. I remember picking this game up when it was relatively new, but I didn't play it until like a few years later. And yeah, this is fun. This is a cute sort of like puzzle game where like, you know, Captain Toad and Toadette, she's playable here too. They can't jump, so you gotta like sort of complete these things. You know, this sort of like evolution on the concept introduced in Mario 3D World. It's cute. This is a good game. I'm not really in the mood for a sequel, but you know, this is fun. It does probably work a little better on the Wii U because of the gamepad. Using like sort of the Joy-Con gyro cursor doesn't work the best. I played most of this game in handheld mode, but still using your finger in front of the screen isn't like the most comfortable. But yeah, this is fun. It does have courses based on Mario Odyssey, and it was sold at a reduced price. Like it's only like $40, I think, both on Wii U and Switch. So that's cute. Yeah, if you haven't tried this, I do recommend it. But now here's a really good one, Clubhouse games. You've probably seen a lot of people who like are really into casual games gush over this, and yeah, this is really fun. Unfortunately, I haven't really gotten to try it out as much because I only have like one pair of functioning Joy-Cons because I had two other pairs, but the left sticks on both drift. Yay! This is getting like a free update on Switch 2 with Game Share, so I might try it out there more. But yeah, I mean, this is just a bunch of classic games, like now on Switch. So yeah, you got Dots and Boxes, you got chess, like sort of foosball. Yeah, that's what it's called. I thought it was air hockey for some reason. It's not a word close to air hockey. Let me see. What's Connect 4. I never tired of Connect 4 with its card games. Wii bowling, targets, sort of mini golf. Yeah, some like really fun stuff. I just wish like I could play with a Pro controller because then more people can like play with me. This is fun. The Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. Yeah, this was great. This is how I first played Crash Bandicoot, and I knew I was kind of concerned with how I've heard it was very corridor-like and more difficult, but like I played that first game and I like fell in love almost immediately. Crash controls so good in these remakes, and like it looks great even on Switch. Like the graphics aren't as pared down as you'd think. It's all 3 games here for $40, and this goes on sale frequently. You absolutely have to play this if you're a fan of platformers and haven't played a Crash game. They are very hard. I game overed numerous times through all 3 games. The first one is definitely the hardest due to its wonky level design due to being, you know, the first game. But yeah, this is really fun, and I am now a certified Crash Bandicoot fan. I have 4 on PS5 because that's just sort of where I just bought the PS4 version at launch because the Switch version came like I think a year later or something. Oh, and speaking of Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled. Yeah, this is a fantastic kart racer. This is honestly one of my favorite kart racers of all time. Like, this is how you do a remake. Like, they overhauled like everything, like all the obviously the graphics, but like the controls. They control how they do in like Crash Nitro Kart, with it's sort of like this whole like, you know, there's like a boost meter, and when you gotta like hit the boost button when the meter is just close enough to the top, but not too close so you don't burn out. And it's really fun to like learn. The tracks are great. It has all the tracks from Crash Team Racing and Crash Nitro Kart. It's got tons of characters. Spyro is here too. Yeah, this is so much fun. It is definitely harder to learn than Mario Kart, so I don't know how much fun casuals will have with it. But like if you're in the mood for something different from Mario Kart, I absolutely recommend Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled. I know there was some like controversy with like microtransactions, and I wasn't a fan of those. But thankfully they're like they don't seem to be that big of a deal right now, so yeah, I say go for it. Oh man, this one. It's Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze with the new funky mode. This is one of the more controversial Wii U ports, not because of anything to do with the game, because this game is incredible. This might be my favorite 2D platformer. It's this or Sonic Mania, honestly. And like everything about it works so well. Like the level design is just so solid. Everything always looks like it's part of the world. There's none of that weird floating platform stuff that Mario has. The characters control great. It's very difficult. The bosses are really cool. The music is phenomenal. Yeah, this is an S-tier game all around. But it launched at $60 when the Wii U game launched at $50. And I don't know if a new funky mode really justifies the $10 price increase. But still, like, if you ever see this, like, on sale, I mean, this game is absolutely worth whatever price it is, you know, unless they decide to charge $80 right now. Okay, we'll talk about that some other time. But yeah, this game is amazing. Everybody who's into 2D platformers should go try it, especially if you crave a challenge. Here's a fun one. Dragon Ball FighterZ. So I only got into, like, traditional fighting games a couple years ago with, like, Street Fighter 6, but I really liked this one. I got this back in like 2019, and this was awesome. It's very flashy. Admittedly, I'm probably not very good at this game because I just sort of mashed buttons a lot. But like, this game is like so. It is so fun. It is so flashy. Like I'm not a hardcore Dragon Ball fan. I can tell you like the names of most of the characters and the general basis of like the plot, but like that's kind of it. But it's so much fun to like go through all these characters and like see what they can all do. I'm definitely gonna have to come back to this one. As you can tell, I'm kind of stammering because like there's just a lot here, and I haven't really come back to this in a while. I'm gonna have to. This is awesome. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. I haven't actually played this one yet. I got it. This is on the Wikipedia's best-selling Switch games of all time list, so that's kind of why I bought it. This is a used copy, as you can no doubt tell by the stuff that's like on the side. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but there's like some sort of like weird plastic stuff on the side. Whatever. I don't actually really know what this game is all about. I think it's like a MOBA? Like, from what I've seen, that's kind of how it is. I know there's like an insane character creator. But like, I can't really comment because I don't really know. Like I said, I don't really know what I think about this game. Is there a sticker on here too? Get out of here. Oh, here's another one I haven't played. Dragon Quest Monsters: The Dark Prince. This is another one that got its sold 1 million copies on Switch and is on the Wikipedia best-selling Switch games list. Why is the Dark Prince in that font? I can barely see it on the box art. This box art's really cool though. I think this is one of the last games I think to have like Akira Toriyama actually draw art on it. I don't really know what this is all about. I don't know what really makes this different from regular Dragon Quest. I imagine it's kind of like Pokemon? Maybe? I don't know. I don't remember. I remember seeing gameplay of it at like Nintendo Directs, but I don't really remember what it plays like. So, yeah, I'll try it out sometime, but I don't really know much about it. But I do know more about Dragon Quest XI's exclusive Elusive Age Definitive Edition Jesus Christ's title. So this is actually sort of an enhanced version of Dragon Quest XI, which released on PS4 in 2017, 2018, and this came out in 2019. And from what I can tell, yeah, this is sort of the definitive edition. So much so that they actually ported this back to the other systems. That's pretty cute. Love this art too. Yeah, this looks way better than the PS4 art. Dragon Quest is sort of an interesting... I've only played a little bit of this one. I played a little bit of 1 and a little bit of 5. And so far, they haven't really done all that much for me. They're fine. But, I don't really see what makes them really stand out aside from the Akira Toriyama art style. The music, this is fun because, this version is the first one to have, actually orchestral music because, the original on PS4 and stuff had, weird MIDI instruments because the composer, Sugiyama, wanted to just sell more concert tickets. Yeah, Dragon Quest III HD 2D is out, and that has a fully orchestral. I am getting more of an appreciation for Dragon Quest music because I'm seeing it, and it's classical music, and I like classical music. I want every game in the series to get a fully remastered orchestral soundtrack now, because of it. So yeah, good game, but I can't really comment on it all that much. Alright, moving to a new stack, and the first one up here is, oh, this is an oldie but a goodie. It's the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Why does the box look like this? I don't remember the box on the other games, on the other versions, looking all black. Ew, there's all dust all over it. Ew. Yeah. This lighting. But yeah, Skyrim is really fun. This is the only Elder Scrolls game I've ever played. I'm gonna have to try that Oblivion remaster sometime. It looks fun. But yeah, this is where a lot of people like say Bethesda peaked, especially since Fallout 4 was kind of a bug-ridden mess, and Fallout 76 is a disaster. Elder Scrolls 6 was announced like 7 years ago. Where the hell is it? Like, come on. I know we got Starfield in the meantime, but Starfield isn't very good either. But yeah, exploring this place is just really fun. The Switch version adds like a Link costume in a game that's mostly first person, so okay. But yeah, I don't really have a ton to say on this. It's like, it's cool. Like, it's Skyrim. Like, we all know what Skyrim is. It comes with like all these little expansions, so that's neat. Here's another one I haven't played yet. Endless Ocean Luminous. So, I tried out the Endless Ocean Blue World on Wii when it was new because, when I was younger, I really liked the ocean. I always kind of wanted to, like, explore it, try scuba diving and all that. I don't really have all that much fondness for the ocean now, but, you know, I like watching videos and stuff. This is an interesting release, because, like, first of all, it came out of nowhere. Like, who thought there'd be new Endless Ocean come out? But, like, this is weird, because it's sort of a it's sort of trying to be an MMO, but, like, there's kind of a single-player mode, but, like, it's just this AI text-to-speech guide, like, talking to you. And, the visuals, I honestly don't think they look all that great. They look barely upgraded from the Wii games. And I find the lack of a story mode so baffling, because, like, as seen from, like, the Game Grumps playthrough, I thought the reason these games got their cult following was because of its weird story that didn't need to be there. So, like, not having it, it's sort of like, why? I can't imagine this game sold all that well. Like, this is already a very niche thing, but, it not being all that great definitely also helped probably make it not sell all that well. Shame. Maybe they'll make another one for Switch 2, I don't know. I actually just opened the casing on this one for the first time, because I just realized I'd forgotten to before. The Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster Collection. I remember this was a limited release back when, like, it first got a physical. And, but they sorted out, they got a lot of copies here. I got this last Black Friday. I think I got it for, like, $40, which, considering this is 6 games, and it was retailing for, I think, 70 or something before. Yeah, that's the deal. I haven't played, because I just opened it, I haven't played it yet, but I have played all these games separately before. 1 is kind of fine, like, you know, it's the first Final Fantasy. 2 is awful. They try a bunch of weird things, and it doesn't really work, and the battle system is terrible, and it's way too annoying. 3 is pretty good up until the ending, where you get to the Crystal Tower, and it's just, 4's pretty good. It's sort of, 4's sort of the one that really get the story focus of the series started, you know, with Cecil and Kane and the others. But I think it's just kind of alright with, like, hindsight. 5 is really fun with, like, the job system. The story is not all that interesting, but, like, it's probably the most fun to play out of all of them. And 6 is one of my favorite games, probably. If you would, honestly, I really recommend the Pixel Remasters just for 6. Also, like, the music got, like, fully reworked, reorchestrated, and it is incredible. Like, the compositions were already amazing before, but now hearing them performed with, like, orchestras and stuff is just awesome. Like, go listen to the Pixel Remaster soundtracks if you haven't already. They're probably up on YouTube. Go play this. You can buy each one individually on the eShop if you want as well. If you only care about, like, 6 and not the others. Oh, more Final Fantasy. We got Final Fantasy X 10-2 HD Remaster. I really like this art. I honestly kind of like it more than the actual box arts for Final Fantasy X and 10-2. Yeah, it's got Tidus and Yuna. 10 is another one of my favorite RPGs. Like, this is, this and 6 are probably my favorite Final Fantasy games. Like, I love its story, I love the battle system, I love the cast of characters, I love the world of Spira, I love the music. It's just, it is so good. I mean, it's got some problems, like Seymour is a pretty bad villain. There's some, the linearity can be a bit overbearing. But, you know, it's far from, like, game ruining. 10-2, I haven't played all that much. It doesn't really interest me all that much, even though the job system is back. It's Yuna and Riku and newcomer Pain having, like, a 3-girl band and, sort of going around doing stuff. It's cute. Music's nowhere near as good, but, like, this is a good deal. I think it was sold for, like, $50. And for like 2 high-quality PS2 RPGs that got remastered, that's a nice deal. 12 also got one, but I haven't gotten that yet. I tried Final Fantasy 12 for a bit, and I didn't really like it, so I didn't really get it on the Switch. Sorry. Alright, next up, we got Fire Emblem Engage. This is an interesting one to discuss, because like while the last several Fire Emblems put a lot of emphasis on their story, this one doesn't. It just sort of goes one ear and out the other. Like, you got Toothpaste Chan here. By the way, what is this box art? Like, this looks so cluttered. Like, you have Giant Marth Head over here, and you got, like, the 4 lords sort of off to the side here. You got, like, Diamant and Ivy and Alfred and Tamara. I bet a lot of you forgot their names. Somehow I remember almost every party member in this game, even though the story was pretty meh. But yeah, the gameplay is excellent. Like, this is, like, turn-based strategy, like, almost perfected. Like, and it's a lot more difficult than, like, Three Houses was, which we'll get to Three Houses. But, like, the graphics are very nice and colorful. The music is great. The maps are great. The bosses are pretty fun. It's a shame the story isn't very good. Otherwise, I think this would be, like, one of my favorite Fire Emblems. But it's not. You know what is, though? Fire Emblem Three Houses. So this game is a little polarizing in the year's sense because of how different it is from the other games. But, I love this one. Like, I bought this back in, early 2020. Like, actually just before Byleth was announced to come to Smash. And I was like, I'm sure I'll get some fun hours out of it. I have over 400 hours in this game. Yeah, I've played through all the stories like 3 times each, at least. I actually just finished another Blue Lions run a couple months ago. I love basically everything about this game. This cast of characters is one of the best in anything I've ever seen. It's up there with like Team Fortress 2 and Avatar: The Last Airbender and Lord of the Rings. The music's incredible. Graphics are not very great. The character models look fine, but like the backgrounds look like they look like a GameCube game, I will admit that. And while the gameplay isn't as in-depth as Engage, it's still very fun. It can still get quite hard. I haven't tried permadeath in anything, so because I'm too much of a coward. But that might be an interesting challenge when I go back to this game for the 18th time. The story is like really well told. I can nitpick it to death, of course. But like this is like one of my favorite video game stories. Period. I think this, to me, this might be the most important game on the system. Like for me. Like, it really opened, like, my, sort of gave me a new perspective on, like, games and genres that I didn't think I'd enjoy. Because, again, I thought this would give me, like, maybe a few hours of enjoyment at most, but no, this is, one of my favorite games on this system. I would happily talk about it more in some time in the future. Oh, and we're not done with Fodlan just yet, because next up is Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. Yeah, this came out of nowhere. I remember after Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity came out, I was saying that something like that for Fire Emblem Three Houses would be perfect, and it seems that Koei Tecmo thought the same thing because we got this. And like this was announced at a Nintendo Direct in 2022, and I was just floored. Like, holy crap, this is exactly what I wanted. And yeah, this is really fun. Like, out of all the Warriors games I played, this is my favorite, and not just because it's about a world that I care about. I think it combines like the Warriors sort of mashing hack and slash gameplay with Fire Emblem strategy really, really well. And unlike the first Fire Emblem Warriors, which I don't own, this story is actually kind of good up until the end, where they kind of forget to have an ending. It's really fun. The music's amazing. You get more time with so many of my favorite characters. You get some more new characters. You get to see like characters like Monica and Holst, who's voiced by ProZD. By the way, if you're wondering, I don't have a favorite among the three lords. I love all three of them equally. Though my favorite, if you want me to make a choice, best girl is Mercedes, which I always thought was supposed to be pronounced Mercedes before, but I guess not here. And best boy is probably Ash. Although I don't really want to. I don't want to get into that. It's too much. Also, Shez's hair is really stupid. Oh, speaking of Warriors games, well, here's Hyrule Warriors: Age of Calamity. I actually, even though I got this like shortly after it came out, I didn't play it until like Tears of the Kingdom was about to come out. So what happened was I played Breath of the Wild again, and then I played Age of Calamity, and then after that I played Tears of the Kingdom because I thought it would just be fun, and knowledge of Breath of the Wild definitely helps with this. This is a fun game. It runs like garbage. Like I was playing in handheld mode for a lot, and like the frame rate would drop to like 10, 12 FPS. Ugh. Warriors 3 Hopes never did that. But like it's really fun. I really like playing as all the champions. Story is not good at all. But I am hoping that the new Age of Imprisonment can improve upon that and actually tell the story we want to be told. My favorite character to play is probably Urbosa or Revali. I don't know. I don't really know what else to say. Next. Well, next is Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition. I've only played this one for about an hour. This is cute. It's a crossover. So I guess that has more general appeal than, like, the other games. But I'm also like, why do they only do this once? Like, Fire Emblem Warriors, the first one, only has characters from, like, the first couple games and then Awakening and Fates, which is very strange. Like, what about the Tellius games? Like, what about like Roy and Leaf and Ike and Sigurd and like all those other guys? Celica is DLC, I know. I think Lyn is DLC as well. But like that's it. That's weird. Okay, anyway, back to Hyrule Warriors. I really like how they like this is the way that like Definitive Edition should be done. This is like taking all the content and DLC from the Wii U game, all the content and DLC from the 3DS version, mashing them all together and adding new stuff on top of that. This is probably the most content-rich Warriors game of the bunch. Again, I haven't really played all that much of it, so I can't really comment all too much. Sorry, Midna, for covering you. But yeah, this is really cool. Hey, look, it's Bravio. I just noticed Bravio up there. This also is like one of the coolest Ganondorf designs ever. Anyway, moving on. Up next, we have Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory. Oh, I'm sorry. Disney Square Enix Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory by Square Enix. Kingdom Hearts stuff on like PS4 also has this too. So I really love Kingdom Hearts. Well, I love some of the games anyway. But the music is amazing. So I really like to see like a rhythm game based on it. Should have been $60? No, but like this is a fun game. This is a really fun game. Battle themes are so good to like bounce along to. World themes don't really work as much. I think I put like something like 25 hours into this thing. But yeah, unfortunately, because it was being made while Kingdom Hearts 3 was, they couldn't have that many Kingdom Hearts 3 songs in here, which is a shame. But like songs from like 1 and Chain of Memories and Dream Drop Distance and 2 and Birth by Sleep and 358 over 2 days. Hell, even a couple songs from Recoded made it here. Some of the Dream Drop Distance ones especially get pretty hard. But yeah, if you can find this on cheap, definitely recommend it. Alright, our first Kirby game here, Kirby and the Forgotten Land. I've seen so many people say that this is like the best Kirby game ever since it released. And while I don't know if it's my favorite, this is definitely one of the best. Kirby's finally in 3D. And I have to admit, I was kind of wondering how that would really work. But turns out, yeah, I was concerned for nothing. Because like this is basically a perfect transition from Kirby from 2D to 3D. It's kind of like Super Mario 3D World. And it's sort of linear, but like the platforming is more precise and stuff. It's got great boss fights, music's great. Kirby has like upgradable abilities, which I don't remember taking advantage of too much when I first played it. But it's getting a Switch 2 edition, like, soon enough. And unlike other Switch 2 editions, this one actually has meaningful additional content. So I think I will be picking up, like, the DLC there. I'm sure it'll be a really fun time. Speaking of Kirby, here's Kirby Star Allies. This is the first Kirby game on the Switch, and it kind of feels like Nintendo told Hal, hey, can you put out, like, a Kirby game in the first year for the Switch? And Hal's like, but we don't have enough time. Okay, fine, we'll do it. Because this definitely feels incomplete. Like, it's fine, but, like, it's really easy. It was definitely made for, like, 4-player co-op, and co-op is fun. But, like, the puzzles solve themselves, the boss fights are a joke, and there's only, like, 4 worlds. Now, it does have, they did add, like, a bunch of, like, extra characters through updates with their own Smash Brothers movesets, so it's really fun. Like, Magolor and Susie and Gooey and Adeline and Ribbon and Taranza and DeRoach, they're all here. That's really cool. The main campaign is still kind of lame. It's all right. This game's decent enough now. I think, like, with the additional stuff, it's now worth the price. But, like, you can skip this one and you'd be fine. Especially because up next we have Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe. I was not expecting to see a Kirby's Return to Dreamland remaster. I say remaster, but they redid all the graphics, so this might as well be a remake. This is, Return to Dreamland is already one of my favorite Kirby games, and this is even better. I really like the new art style. They added a bunch of, like, of the old sub-games in, like, Merry Magoland, and Magolor has his own little epilogue. And in my opinion, the way he is, and, like, I really like how he unlocks moveset. The way he moves, it really feels like Hal really wants Magolor to be in the next Smash Brothers. And honestly, I agree. Like, Bayonetta Waddle is cute and all, but nah. Bring in Magolor. Bring in Magolor. Let him be the next Kirby Smash character. And here we're up to our true Zeldas. Alright, here's The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. What do I even say about this game? This is actually the first Zelda game I ever, like, really, like, fell in love with. Because I like other Zelda games, but, like, they've never really clicked for me in the same way that, like, a lot of other games do. Like, I see everyone, like, talk about all the mainline Zelda games as if, oh, they're so amazing. It's a masterpiece. And I was like, I guess. But, like, this one hits so different. Exploring this world is just amazing. Like, yeah, the story is not great, but I'm not playing this game for the story. The sense of adventure here is unparalleled compared to any other open world game I've ever played. Like, even Red Dead Redemption, which is, like, the only thing that comes close to these Zelda games for me, it can't quite hit that same feel. Moving around as Link is really fun. I like all the weapons you get. I'm actually fine with weapons breaking because it means I gotta experiment and, like, conserve my weapons as best I can. Yeah, this is an amazing game. Moving on. Alright, The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. I think this is the most recent addition to my collection. I haven't actually played it yet. I've just got so much on here, and I don't really feel the need to start a new game when I've got so many old games that I still have to get through. This one looks really cool. It's using Zelda as sort of like this sort of mage thing, which she can, like, create sort of these echoes of all these random things and use them to solve puzzles and fight enemies. I know some people are disappointed that she doesn't really confront enemies normally, but I think this is fine. I think this makes her stand out from Link. It's really cute. Again, I haven't played it, so I can't really comment on it much, but looks fun. Then we have Link's Awakening. This is one that I picked up and put down a couple times. And I like it. I like the art style. It looks really cute, even though it and Echoes of Wisdom kind of not great. I don't know. There's just something about it that that is hard for me to, like, really stick with. I don't really know what it is. I like the dungeons. I like moving around. I like how small it is. Like, it's easy to, like, go from place to place and not get stuck somewhere. It's cute, but it's like, I don't know. Maybe I'll find out when I do, like, a more scripted video on, like, these games at some time. But until then, yeah, this is a good game. But, I don't know. I don't love it. Alright, more Zelda coming up. It's Skyward Sword HD. This isn't my least favorite 3D Zelda, but it is kind of close to the bottom. Like, I do still like it. Like, I think the motion controls actually work pretty well, both on Wii and Switch. But I am one of those who is kind of bothered by the excessively linear design. And Fi is really annoying. They toned her down a lot, thankfully, here. She no longer tells you what an item is every single time you pick it up. I love Girahim. Like, the villain, like, the characters are really fun. Like, Zelda's great, Groose is great, Girahim's great. The story is terrible. Like, it's mostly just Link running around looking for Zelda, and then looking around to find the Master Sword. And that's kind of it. But, like, you know, combat's really fun. The puzzles are fun. The dungeons are a high point. Like, these are some of the best dungeons in Zelda. So yeah, this is another good game, but I haven't really progressed past like the second like dungeon. I think I'm gonna have to go back to this one sometime. See if my opinion changes on it. Here it is, The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. I already talked about this in my best games of 2023 video, but it bears repeating. This game makes Breath of the Wild feel like a tech demo, and I love it. This I know some people aren't fans of it. Like they're like. Granted, I think part of the reason people are disappointed is that they had to wait 6 years for it, longer than the time for Breath of the Wild. I wonder if, like, the disappointment would be lessened if we didn't have to wait as long. But whatever, this game is amazing, and I love building stuff. I love exploring the sky. I love exploring the underground. This is my favorite Zelda game. The story is still not great, but it's, like, better than it was before. I don't know why the camera keeps, like, focusing, out of focusing, everything like that. But, you know, it's fun. It is really, really, really great. Don't know if it's my favorite game of 2023. There's, like, you know, a certain other game that is probably maybe a little better. But this is my favorite Zelda game. And I can't wait to see what they do next. This is a funny one. Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. So I played Dark Moon on the 3DS, like back when it was relatively new. I don't think I ever got past the first mansion. It was fine, although the reason I didn't was because I was just really bad at solving puzzles when I was younger. This is okay. This is as basic of an upgrade as you can get. It's Luigi's Mansion 2 in HD. And that's kind of it. So, like, all the problems people have with it are still there. Runs really well, but, like, why this 3DS game? Like, I can think of several other 3DS games that would have been better remasters. Or Kid Icarus Uprising. But, you know, this is still a decent game. It just can't compare to Luigi's Mansion 3. This is wonderful. This is easily my favorite Luigi's Mansion game. I like the first one fine, but, like, this is where... in my opinion, this really justified Luigi's Mansion being its own series. I think the setting of the Haunted Hotel is great. The boss ghosts are great, except for that one you fight in the Boiler Works, where you have to use this weird steering thing in the water. I hate that, but the rest of them are awesome. I especially love I think his name is Amadeus Wolfgeist, the composer. That's really fun. Using Luigi is really fun. I haven't played this game in co-op. I might have to do that, but like even playing a single player, this is a blast. I love it. Looking through all the puzzles. Yeah, this is wonderful. If Next Level Games is working on Luigi's Mansion 4 for the Switch 2, I would be happy. I was really excited for this one. Mario and Luigi Brothership. I'm one of those who prefers Mario and Luigi to Paper Mario. And I feel like we are a smaller group than the other way around. But Mario and Luigi is a lot more consistent. There's never been a bad Mario and Luigi game. And yeah, I will say though, this is one on the kind of lower end of those games. I haven't finished it. I've played a few hours of it, and it's fun. It's Mario and Luigi. I love using like all the puzzle stuff. Having Luigi's commands be mapped to A and then B feels wrong. Well, like, I get newcomers might not have issue with that. Luigi logic's kind of fine. Music is good, but it's not Yoko Shimomura. The pacing is pretty slow from what I've seen. I imagine it gets better later on. Yeah, this is a good game, but for Mario and Luigi games I've played better. Here's one I'm sure you all forgot about: Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. Yeah, get ready for a deluge of Mario games for the next like 20 minutes or something. This is one of the most okay games on the Nintendo Switch. Like, it's alright. it's probably one of the better Mario and Sonic games. Like, I definitely played over the Wii U games any day, and maybe the original. But the Vancouver 2010 and London 2012 are still the peak for this franchise, and even then they're just kind of pretty good. This one's alright. There's only 3 dream events, though. And, like, a lot of the characters are still locked behind, like, special events and stuff. Like, I want to play as, like, Rosalina as something other than surfing. I want to play as Ludwig as something other than fencing. Okay, well, I don't really want to play as Zaz and anything other than table tennis. He can stay there. You know, it's fun. It is fun. But, like, it doesn't hold much replay value. And even, they got rid of all of the special remixes. Like, the older games, they'd remix a bunch of classic Mario and Sonic songs. Not here for some reason. It's just, Peach's Castle from Mario 64, Metropolitan Highway from Sonic Forces for some reason, and that's it. Whatever. Fun enough, I suppose. Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. This was a shock, both in the fact that it exists and the fact that it's actually good. I played this one, like, when it was fairly new, and I remember being kind of weirded out by how the strategy gameplay this was before I became a Fire Emblem fan. So I sort of just dropped it after like an hour. After playing Fire Emblem Three Houses, I picked this up again, and I did have a lot more fun. Though I still haven't gotten. I think I'm at World 3. But that's as far as I've gotten. It's fun, but I think the XCOM style combat doesn't really speak to me as much as Fire Emblems does. So I'll pick it up again. Let's see if I'll do better. We have Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. I haven't played this one yet, but I've heard that from what I've heard, it fixes basically all of my complaints with the first game. The map is much more open now. Like, there's more stuff to do. Like, they got rid of Yoshi, though. It's kind of lame. But we have a Rabbid Rosalina here. We have this girl. I don't know what her deal is. You can play as Bowser now. The music is done by Grant Kirkhope and Yoko Shimomura and Gareth Coker. So that's really cool. I don't really have anything else to say. Looks fun. Mario Golf Super Rush. So the Mario sports games are kind of treated like the Antichrist on this system. And I kind of get it. Like, yeah, it's really lame that they have to hold back. And they feel like they have to hold back content for, like, future updates. And I'm like, why can't this just be all in the game? But, you know, at least this one, like, the content they added felt substantial. Like, they added more courts and stuff. Like, Mario Tennis didn't have more courts. Here we have a New Donk City course. There's one based on Mario Faces. But, like, other than that, yeah, the courses are pretty generic. It's still fun, though. It's still Mario Golf. Like, they have this speed golf mode, which I honestly didn't really find all that fun. It's just sort of... Walking to your ball is, like, always my least favorite part of actual golf. I hate real golf. Largely because of that. So why did they put it back here? Battle golf, I think, is what they should have focused more on. Because, like, that's in, like, an enclosed stadium. You gotta get into all the holes. That's a lot more fun. Single-player mode is kind of terrible. Like, it's kind of fun as, like, this sort of, like, golf course tutorial thing. But then you get to cross-country golf on... what's it called? Rocky Ridge or something? I don't know. And I hate that. I don't think I ever finished story mode there. You know, this is decent, I guess. Yeah, go play Mario Golf World Tour on 3DS. That one's way better. Next up, we have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Moving on. Guys, I'm so glad Mario Party is actually good again. Like, we'll get a Super Mario Party in a minute, but, like, Mario Party Superstars was, for me, like, oh, thank goodness. Yeah, there's only 5 boards, and yeah, they all come from the N64 games, so those boards are great. The pacing is great. I don't really have a lot to say on this one. The minigames chosen are generally really good, although they did bring back Tug of War for some reason. Yeah, this is a great Mario Party game. One of my favorites. Probably top 5, maybe. But yeah, really good Mario Party game. Alright, when I was saying that Mario sports games are basically treated as the Antichrist, this is the one I was primarily talking about. Mario Strikers Battle League. I haven't played this one all too much, if only because I haven't been able to find enough people who, like, really want to play this to fill out a soccer field. But yeah, this one I feel like it's appeals immediately limited because of how complicated Mario Strikers is compared to other Mario sports games. Like, whenever I pick up a Mario Strikers game, I feel like I kind of have to go through the tutorial to, like, relearn it again. and it's hard to explain to my friends, like, what exactly this game, how you play it. But yeah, again, this launched with not very many. It launched with 10 characters. That's pathetic. Daisy wasn't there at launch. Daisy. Now, she was added in the very next update, but, like, seriously. What the heck? At least she does a Bully Maguire dance when she wins. And Shy Guy stares off into the void when he loses. That's cute. The animations are great. It's a little less edgy than before. You know, honestly, you know what disappoints me about this game the most? The music. Because Strikers Charged had this great variety of musical styles for all the characters. Like, you know, Luigi gets flamenco, and Donkey Kong gets, like, jungle drums. Bowser Jr. gets Pulp Fiction surf rock. Petey Piranha gets, like, the sort of Mamba Caribbean style. That's cute. Here it's just all rock, and, like, I like rock, but I feel like they misunderstood what we like about this soundtrack. We did get some great rock remixes of classic Mario songs, though, so that's really cool. Yeah, this is a fun game, but yeah, I can see why people were really disappointed by this one. No 4v4 online as well. That's so strange, man. Mario Tennis Aces. This is the first Mario Sports game. And while it does follow that same drip feed content stuff that Mario Golf Super Rush did, this one at least has way better gameplay to back it up. Like, this feels like a true evolution of Mario Tennis gameplay. The story mode feels like an actual thing, like it's an actual event. You go through a world map, you fight cool bosses, you do some, like, fun things. It's better than I remembered it, actually. I went through it again, like, last year, and yeah, it's more fun than I remembered. They added ring shot stuff. The courts are kind of lame. They just sort of feel like, hey, let's make realistic environments because we can do that in HD now. Same with Mario Golf and Strikers. But, you know, the way the gameplay is evolved with, like, the extra trick shots and the meters and stuff, people compare it to a fighting game, and I can see that. I can see why. Good music, too. Yeah, this is one of my favorite Mario sports games, actually. I still prefer Power Tennis on GameCube. This is a good one. I do recommend this one over the others. And last in my Mario deluge for now, we have Mario vs. Donkey Kong, the remake. This is kind of cool because this is a remake of the very first Mario vs. Donkey Kong, before the minis took over the series. And, you know, it's good. It's good. Donkey Kong 94 on the Game Boy is still better. Kind of wish they remade that. But that is on NSO if you want to play it. Yeah, this is fun. They added 2 more worlds. And, that's cool. That definitely makes it more worthy of its $50 price tag. Visuals are great, and I don't really have much else to say. There are some really annoying levels toward the end, but yeah, this is fun. It's a fun one. Okay, I am so happy that this exists and is real. The Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics. Like, just having, like, Ryu and Cyclops shaking hands, like, here. Because, for those who don't know, the Marvel vs. Capcom games, due to, you know, the Marvel license, were in legal limbo for the longest time. Like, and people like Maximilian Dude and, like, a bunch of others were fan campaigning for it to return. And it did, like, last year. This was so cool. Of course I picked it. Of course I picked the physical version up when it came out around Black Friday. And, yeah, MVC2 still holds up really well. I haven't really tried out the others much. But yeah, especially since I am now an X-Men fan, thanks to the movies. And, of course, I was a fan of all these Capcom characters anyway, as well as the Avengers. So this is really fun. I really want to see a re-release of Ultimate Marvel 3, soon, Capcom. Oh, and of course, also make, MVC4. What? Clearly I can ask for anything. It's a super fighting robot Mega Man. Do you remember that cartoon? I do. Yeah, this is fun. It's Mega Man 11. After like a decade with no Mega Man games, we finally got another one. Mega Man 11. And this was good. I think it's like the best-selling Mega Man game of all time, too. It's pretty standard affair, generally, but it does have the double gear mechanic to, like, sort of spice it up. And, yeah, this is really fun. This is one of my favorite classic Mega Man games. Too bad we haven't really seen anything from the franchise sets, but, you know, this is a really, really fun one. And up next, we have the Mega Man Legacy Collection 1 and 2. This box art is horrible. First of all, what is the strip on the top? Like, it's supposed to have, like, and on the bottom it has this includes game card for Legacy Collection 2. I don't know why they had to. I understand they were released separately on the 3DS and PS4 and stuff, but like, why couldn't you just put them both on the cart? Like, they're NES, SNES games. Like, why can't they can absolutely fit on here? But yeah, it's the 10 mainline Mega Man games. There's no Mega Man in base, but I don't really think that's a big loss. Mega Man 1 is sort of just fine. It's very hard and very annoying. 2 is really good, 3 is really good until the end with the Doc Robot stuff. 4 is pretty good except for all the spikes. 5 is fine, 6 is fine, 7 is a nice change of pace with the 16-bit. 8 is okay, the voice acting is really funny. 9 is probably my favorite, and then 10 is just funny. You know, all good stuff all around. Definitely more consistent than the X collection. If you haven't played Mega Man, this is definitely the way to do it. The rewind feature is definitely going to help you, people who are less experienced with them, a lot. But yeah, good time. Just wish they were all on the cartridge. Same with like the X collection, which I don't have. Ooh, here's one we all never thought would see the light of day: Metroid Dread. Even though Metroid Samus Returns came out on the 3DS in 2017, its low sales caused by, you know, being a 3DS game in 2017 meant that people were kind of uncertain if 2D Metroid still had a future. And like after Metroid Prime 4 was rebooted and still hasn't come out yet, I mean, it's coming out sometime this year, but like we still don't know. We were like, is Metroid still a thing? But it is, because they released Metroid Dread in 2021, and it is amazing. This is one of those where I'm trying to think, like, do I have any complaints with this game? Like, yeah, it's very hard, but, like, it's the fun kind of hard that always pushes you to, alright, just one more try. Controls are amazing, the world design's really good, always sort of invisibly guiding you, but never outright telling you where to go. Bosses are amazing. Music's just kind of fine. I guess that's my one complaint. I love the additions to, like, the lore and stuff. I still haven't beaten, like, most other, like, Metroid games. I'm gonna have to do that sometime. They're all in NSO. I've played them all. But, like, yeah. I did beat this one. This one was awesome. Everybody who, if you like challenging 2D games, absolutely give this one a try. This is, like, a must-play, in my opinion. But that wasn't all for Metroid, because after much rumoring, we got Metroid Prime Remastered. This is a really fun one, because like Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe, this sort of straddles the line between remaster and remake. Yeah, like basically everything's the same, but all the graphics have been like greatly enhanced, and holy cow, like this is like one of the best looking Switch games. I haven't sunk that much time into it. I'm not very good at these first-person exploration games. Well, like, it controls great. It's got great atmosphere. The music is my favorite in all of Metroid. Yeah. This is a great game. I don't know if I see like one of the best games of all time yet, but I will keep playing. Do I need to say anything else? It's Minecraft. Like, I don't love Minecraft as much as some other people do, but I have a lot of fun whenever I play it. Like, I'm actually one of those who prefers survival mode. I just like having like something to do, like an actual threat to like that might undo all my hard work and stuff. Creative mode's fun. I like the Mario mashup pack. It lets me sort of play as the Koopalings. That's kind of cool. They look pretty silly, but like everybody looks pretty silly in Minecraft. I don't have anything else to say. It's Minecraft. Monster Hunter Rise. I have not played a Monster Hunter game yet. I've heard Wilds is good, though it has some technical performance problems. But yeah, I remember this was a Switch exclusive for a while, and it sold like 8 million copies even before it came to like PC. I haven't played it. I haven't played this one yet, but it does look pretty fun. Gonna have to try this out sometime. New Pokémon Snap. You know, I figured this would appeal to me a bit more than the classic Pokemon stuff because it's just taking pictures and stuff. But honestly, I know a lot of people love this game. I kind of found it pretty boring. Like, it's a fine game and all, but like I can only play this for like 15-minute bursts at a time. Graphics are great. This is easily the best looking Pokemon anything on the Switch, so there's that for them. Good job, Bandai Namco. You made a lot of people very happy with this. Nintendo Switch Sports. This is another one that I feel like gets dunked on a lot for dumb reasons. Like, most people are gonna look at this and say, yeah, this is a fun. I mean, it's not as good as Wii Sports Resort, but yeah, there's fun stuff. But like, a lot of the Wii crowd like hates this game. Mostly, although I will say, I think most of it's just due to the fact that Mii's are no longer the central focus, and it's these sports mates, which, yeah, obviously Mii's are better because you can like actually customize them well, but I don't see that as a good reason to treat this as like the devil reborn. The sports selection is fine. I wish they had more unique stuff because like tennis and badminton are admittedly kind of similar. Like, obviously playing them in real life, they're not similar at all. But when you're just sort of swinging the Joy-Con around, it can be. And soccer is very hard to play multiplayer because like you all need strap and Joy-Cons. But yeah, I think the controls in this game are generally great. Like golf, swinging the golf club feels accurate and natural. Bowling, I think this is the best bowling has ever felt. I think my only real issue with some of these sports is that the Joy-Cons are kind of small compared to the Wii remote. The Switch 2 is going to have bigger Joy-Cons, so that might be better. They added basketball like a year ago for some reason. That's cute. That's fun. Chabra's here from Wii Sports Resort, which is great because that was my favorite. Yeah, this is a fun time. I would have liked more. I hope we get a Nintendo Switch Sports 2 in the future that has way more sports, you know, sort of like Wii Sports Resort again. But yeah, this is fun. Here's one that not a whole lot of people are going to talk about. No More Heroes 3. I have No More Heroes 1 and 2 digitally. So I am a really big No More Heroes fan. Like, the Suda51 wackiness, like, combined with the great combat, great music, really fun world. It all just speaks to me really well with these crazy assassins on Travis Touchdown just being kind of terrible. But, you know, he does sort of grow into being a better person here. Here he gets to fight aliens. That's really fun. Unfortunately, technical performance is this game's biggest enemy. Like, it kind of feels like a PS4 game downgraded to the Switch, even though this was a Switch exclusive for a while. I don't get that. There are very clearly cuts made to the story. Like, they wanted to... Suda wanted to have, like, Shinobu, Bad Girl, and a few others be playable, but like they couldn't do that, so they sort of were on the sidelines all the time. But still, this game is wacky, it's weird, the combat's awesome. It's still a really, really good game. I think maybe 1 and 2 are still better, but yeah, don't sleep on No More Heroes, guys. These games never sell nearly as well as they deserve to. Oh man, here's another one we never thought would happen. Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door remake. First of all, I love this box art. It looks like you know the cover of a book. Like, I feel like if you'd open it, it would like feel like a kind of a book. It's so great to have like classic Paper Mario like back in like top form. Yeah, this is my favorite Paper Mario game. The 64 game is pretty close, but this one I love its world, the characters, stories. All right, the battle system is really, really good here. I love all the musical variants they add. Like, every world now has its own battle theme. All the bosses are really fun. Pacing could be a little better, like, but this remake did sort of, like, mitigate the insane backtracking in Chapter 7. So yeah, this is a really good remake. Hopefully future Paper Mario games take more after this than some of the other newer games. Which leads us to Paper Mario: The Origami King. This one's also good, but like, it's got so many cracks. The combat is kind of fun for a little bit, because like, it's sort of like going around the ring solving puzzles. But it does get kind of old pretty fast, and there still isn't really a reason to like go into battles aside from getting coins and stuff. I like that you can like get like some characters as like allies, like Bowser Jr. and Kamek join your side for a bit. Of course, there's Bobby the Bob-omb. Never forget Bobby. The bosses are actually really good. Like, it's a twist of the ring formula where you have to go to the center of the boss, and they are challenging, but they are really fun. Exploring is really fun too. Like, if I can be honest, Thousand Door is a lot of corridors. Not here. This is like a lot of open space for you to like fill in with your confetti, and it's a fun to explore. But like, I still don't really like going into battles, and considering you really want to battle a lot, you have to. Also, this game's pretty long. and wasn't really feeling the story much. Again, I like some of the characters. I like Olivia, I like Bobby, but like, yeah, this is good. This is good, but I think we can do better. Here's another one I haven't played. It's Persona 5 Strikers. I don't remember why I bought this game. I've owned Persona 5 on the PS4 version for like 5 years now, and I still have not played it. Because it's like, it's 100 hours long. I'm like, gee, I don't want to dedicate a marathon to Persona 5. But like, this is another Warriors type game, and I've heard it's really fun. And the music's great, of course, because it's Persona 5. I can't really comment on anything else. I know almost nothing about this game. So, neat. Next, Pikmin 3 Deluxe. I remember, I played this like shortly before Pikmin 4 came out, and it's good. I tried Pikmin 1 and 2, they didn't really do anything for me. This is, yeah, it's a good game. I just, I guess maybe I just wasn't in the right spot for this. I played Pikmin 4, we'll get to Pikmin 4 next, but, maybe if I go back to this one again, I'll like it more. So, until then, yeah, Pikmin 4, though, this was great. Like, this is another surprise. Kind of like Fire Emblem Three Houses, whereas, like, I don't know if Pikmin's really for me. And then I played this and I'm like, okay, this style of Pikmin is absolutely for me. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's, like, the more open, like, camera system. Maybe it's the dog. Yeah, Ochi here, he's cute. But, like, this one grabbed me. And, again, like, I'll go back to Pikmin 3. Maybe I'll enjoy Pikmin 3 more thanks to this. I did finish this one. This is a really fun one. If you're like sort of on the fence about Pikmin, try Pikmin 4. Yeah, this is very good. Here we go. Here's Pokemon. So Pokémon Legends Arceus. This is another one that I've owned for a while, but I still haven't played. It's just hard for me to like start new big RPGs. But yeah, I've heard this is the best Pokemon game on the system, and that does give me some confidence that I will like it more when I try it out. Because like I've heard the battle system is pretty different. Like there's a bit more action going on here than previous games. I kind of think previous Pokemon battle systems are kind of boring, but this one looks fun. I am looking forward to trying this. Music is wonderful. You know it isn't wonderful though. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. I did try them out, like, sort of when they came out, because I'm like, alright, maybe the simpler thing will get me more into Pokemon. It didn't. First of all, when playing on the TV, you have to use the Joy-Con, or that Pokeball Plus thing. Why? Like, that's just annoying. Like, first of all, I don't like using a single Joy-Con to, like, go through, like, menus and stuff, but, like, you also have to, like, physically throw it to catch the Pokeball, and it just barely works. I definitely recommend you playing it in handheld mode because like tilting the system is still a little strange, but I feel like works better than using a single Joy-Con, and you can also move through the menus more quickly. It has co-op, which is kind of cool, but like, and like the rest of the game, it's a pretty faithful remake of Pokemon Red and Blue, which is a Game Boy game, and it's a little too simple for my tastes. Sorry. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Well, Scarlet. I also haven't played this one because I'm just scared my Switch will erupt into flames when I do so. I know it's been patched. I know, like, I've heard a lot of really, like, okay, so like, I've seen all the glitches. I've seen all the stuff. Yeah, this game should not have released in the state this is. It is frankly embarrassing that the Pokemon Company allowed this to happen. But I've heard so much good about this game too. I really love the idea of like going around this big open place and actually like catching Pokemon like yourself. Like it gets that series of adventure that like the more recent games have been missing. I don't own Sword and Shield. I will get them at some point, but I've heard that they are suffocatingly linear. Same with Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. But like this allows you to go wherever you want. Gym leaders don't scale, but like, whatever. There's some really interesting story going on with like Team Star, and there's Nimona and Arven and Penny rivals. There's DLC with like Carmine and Kieran. Some great new Pokemon designs, amazing music. You got Larry, the best gym leader of all time. You have Rika, the best Elite Four member of all time. Gita, the lamest champion of all time. I mean, come on, there's so much cool stuff here. Why did this have to release in the state that it did? Like, come on. Come on, Game Freak. I will play this sometime. Like, it's getting a Switch 2 patch that'll improve the performance, and maybe I'll just play it there. Who knows? And we're not done with Pokemon just yet, because we have Pokkén Tourmanent DX. I tried the Wii U version out at like a Target demo, and I thought it was fun. This was way before I knew what Tekken was, so I didn't really know. But yeah, I got this on the... I got this I think last year actually, and yeah, it's fun. The roster's a little smaller than I'd like, even though it has all the DLC from the arcade stuff and some new characters too. But yeah, it's fun. I wish they touched up the graphics. They do look a bit smeary. Fighting is really fun. It really feels like each Pokemon is unique. The arenas are really cool. There's interesting switching from 3D to 2D mechanic, even though, in my opinion, it happens too frequently. Fighting in here is fun. Currently, this is my favorite Pokemon experience on the Switch. Oh, also, the music for Teletown of the Autumn is incredible. It is like the most underrated Pokemon song of all time. Here's one you've heard me talk about before, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. I talked about this in my Best Games of 2024 video. Yeah, this is a really good game. This is kind of a Metroidvania. I don't think it's as good as a Metroid Dread, but, like, it's interesting seeing Prince of Persia return to its 2D roots. I know some people prefer the 3D games, and yeah, the Sands of Time remake is still coming. Ubisoft has confirmed that. But I think this is really good. Like, it cuts down on all the fluff that Ubisoft crams their games with. It's got really fun combat. The world is really fun to explore. It's just cool, man. Princess Peach Showtime. I wanted to like this more. Why is this E10 Plus? The game's clearly aimed at little girls. Why is this game E10 Plus? But yeah, the game being aimed at little girls, that's okay, but it also means that the game is woefully simple and really easy. Like, I love all the costumes. Like, look at these costumes. Look at Cool Sword Fighter Peach and Kung Fu Peach and... Are they on the you guys on the back of the box? Yeah, Cowgirl Peach and Ninja Peach. Why does she have horns on her hat? I don't know. But yeah, this sort of grab bag style of game, like, is always hard to, like, sort of, like, get working well. But, like, this is okay. Like, there's fun to be had here, but it's a little too simple, like, for my tastes. I know, I'm a guy in his 20s. I'm obviously not quite the target audience, but I would appreciate a game that's more for everybody. That's what Nintendo excels at. They excel at making games for everyone. I don't think they quite succeeded with that here. Sorry. I haven't thought about this one in a while. Rayman Legends, the Definitive Edition. I got this game. I remember being kind of surprised when I beat it. I was like, wait, that's the end? But yeah, this game is great. Moving around is really fun. I really like the art style. I like saving all, like, the little teensy things in the cages. I don't think they're called teensies, but, like, whatever. There's it is one of the best underwater levels of all time. This sort of stealth underwater level. That sounds horrible, but, like, the way Rayman controls and, like, the way it's set up and the James Bond-esque music make for, like, a really cool thing. It is a super solidly designed platformer, and I want them to make another one. Come on, Ubisoft, get on that. Ring Fit Adventure. I don't remember the box looking like that. Admittedly, it's been a while since I, like, actually looked at this box. I could have sworn it looked like how the packaging of the Ring Con looks. But I guess not. Yeah, this is actually, like, Wii Fit is fine, but I don't think it really does all that good a job of making you work out. This does. Like, I played this game, like, every day, like, for a while after it came out. I should probably get back to playing this. I could do to lose some weight. But yeah, it actually does make you, like, sort of, like, work your body, work your muscles. Yeah, this is a really, really good fitness game. Like, fitness boxing is also a thing, but I think this game actually lets you work your muscles more. I will have to get back to this sometime. Rocket League! Why is this cover so shiny? I don't know. Yeah, this is really cool. This is one of the earlier third-party games we announced for the Switch, and this is when people were like, okay, I guess we should start taking this console seriously. Yeah, this is cool. It runs kind of like garbage, though, unfortunately. Apparently this says 3 Batmobiles. I did not know that. Yeah, unfortunately it doesn't run very well on Switch. Like, if I want to play Rocket League... Oh, Jesus, this box is dusty as hell. Yeah, if I want to play Rocket League, I think I just play it on, like, PlayStation, because that's where my other Rocket League playing associates are. Cool that it's here, though. Ooh, Shin Megami Tensei 5. This was also announced back at the Switch presentation 2017, and it took 5 years to come out. Yeah, I didn't play it. Well, I mean, I obviously own it, so I intend to play it at some point. But, like, again, it's hard for me to, like, start up new RPGs. But I will try. It does look fun, though. Like, I I've heard people describe it as Pokemon with demons. Yeah, this looks cool. Don't really have anything else to say. I like how the logo is all slanted. Shovel Knight Treasure Trove. I noticed it has like a... Hold on, I'm gonna look at the back of the box again. Yeah, does this have... Yeah, this has like all the Shovel Knight like expansions and extra games and stuff. I've only played through the first one. I do really like it. I don't really see like this God's sent gift from above that others do, but it is a really fun like throwback to those old 80s platformers like DuckTales and Ninja Gaiden. Music is wonderful too. Like the Shovel Knight controls really well. He's sort of become this mascot for indie games. Like he's even an assist trophy in Smash. That's pretty cool. I don't really have anything else to say on the game. It's just a good, solid time. And here's where we get to our Sonic games, starting with Sonic Forces Bonus Edition. Yeah, includes controller skin and in-game items. I did put all that stuff on my Switch, the Joy-Cons and the grip. They're not on there now because, like, they are filthy. Yeah, I did put them on there, and this game is not very good. I don't think it's as terrible as some people are saying it is. I can have fun with it, but Jesus, it is pretty clear they didn't have much time devoted. I think development only lasted like something like 14 months, which is really weird because this came out like 4 years after Sonic Lost World. I don't get this. Level design is really flat. The music is generally really good, although I don't think it's as good as a lot of Sonic's other hits. You can create a custom character, that's pretty cool. Story is really bad. Infinite's kind of a joke, but it's kind of funny. Yeah, like, overall, not horrible, but like definitely my least favorite Sonic game on the system. Here's something. Sonic Frontiers. Yeah, for some reason I got this on Switch instead of PlayStation. I know I didn't have a PS5 yet. I would get one, I think, a couple months after Sonic Frontiers came out. But I got this on Switch, and it runs better than you'd think, but it is still very clearly the worst version of this game to play. I like running around the open world. I think they could do a little more to spice things up. Like, some of these minigames are pathetic, and the bosses are really cool, like, aesthetically, but you really are just sort of mashing buttons to do combat there. Though the boss music is awesome. Cyberspace is fine. It's a lot of borrowed level layouts from like Sonic Adventure 2 and Unleashed and Generations. The Adventure 2 ones actually hold up better than the others. Like, I don't know, why is your boost so slow in cyberspace? I don't get it. And why doesn't it hurt enemies there? Like, I get it in the overworld because they want you to do combat, but like, whatever. But going around the open world, the open zone, is the best part of this game because, like, it's Sonic. You gotta like run around really fast. Like, other open games can't do that. I know, like, they are making, like, Sonic Frontiers 2, or something to that effect, and I really hope they can make it with more polish, make the open zones feel more deliberate, make cyberspace more original, make the controls better, make the boss fights more complex. If they can do that, then we might have a contender for best Sonic game ever on our hands. Sonic Superstars! I bet you a lot of you forgot about this one. Yeah, this is a game that happened. It came out, like, the same week as Super Mario Bros. Wonder. See, I kind of got lost in the shuffle, but I heard it did okay. It got an interesting idea. It's got 4-player co-op. What do you think it's like? You all know how co-op in Sonic 2 is like, so add, like, 2 more people. It's a mess. But like the traditional Sonic experience, it's really good. I had a lot of fun here. The bosses take forever. I don't like it. I don't like that. But I think the level designs are really good. There's not a single level here I disliked. There's some that I actually really enjoyed. Like, there's Pinball Carnival, there's Speed Jungle. The final level, like, of Egg Fortress, it's really cool because, like, the second act is you're actually playing the first act in reverse as the stage is sort of being rebuilt or re-destroyed around you. That's really cool. Music sort of hit or miss. Like, the hits really hit and the misses, pretty miss. And this is a good game, but it's obviously not Sonic Mania. I really hope this team can like make a sequel because I think they have the potential to do so if they take the feedback into account and we can get a really good 2D Sonic game. I still wish we got Sonic Mania 2. Also, Sonic Mania isn't here because I have that digitally. That game is amazing. This one's pretty good. And here's Sonic and Shadow Generations. Day 1 edition, despite the fact that I brought this on Black Friday and it was new. It includes Gerald Robotnik's journal. Actually, does it? Hold on, I'm gonna... Oh, it does. I haven't seen that. There's some Sonic hats. I haven't used the skins. Yeah. Sonic Generations is like my favorite Sonic game, and Shadow Generations is now another one of my favorites. So having like these two in a package for $50, that is great. This is like the only Sonic game, 3D Sonic game that I can really recommend to everyone because it's polished. It is very high quality across the board, and there's some low points. You know, the time meter is pretty terrible, final boss, but it's really fun. The music's amazing. The control's great. There's almost no downsides to this. Like, if you're a Sonic fan, hell, if you're a fan of platformers, or if you just think it looks cool, if you like seeing the movies, you have to get this game. It runs pretty well on Switch too. Like, yeah, it's 30 FPS, but so was the original on 360 and PS3. Like, obviously the PS5 is still the better way to do it, and there is a Switch 2 version coming out, but which for some reason you can't upgrade the Switch 1 version to. I don't get that. But like, yes, play this game. Play this game. I am begging you, play this game. I haven't touched this one in a while. Splatoon 2. And there's a pretty obvious reason why I haven't. It's because Splatoon 3 exists. But yeah, this is really fun. I think I sunk like something like 45 hours into it. And that's like, I've barely touched the single player mode for this game. So like, that's up in almost all multiplayer. Splatoon just has this very unique, addictive style of like multiplayer like to it that like, it's very hard for me to like put down once I start. But like the Splatfest for this and 3 always gave me a good reason to keep coming back. I wish they kept doing new ones. I get they're probably making Splatoon 4 now, but like still, it's fun. But there's also the Octo Expansion DLC. I haven't picked that one up. It is free with the NSO Expansion Pass, so I'll have to try that out. But yeah, this is a really good game. But I do think that Splatoon 3 is a little bit better. Like, I know it's kind of controversial around hardcore Splatoon fans, but I don't care about the meta. I prefer how this game, like, plays. I prefer, like, it just feels more polished. Like, they started out with more stuff, for instance, and they're in this whole new world. And the single-player campaign is, like, more in-depth. I've heard it's more like Octo Expansion, and they have, like, its own, like, DLC is completely different. Like, it's like this roguelike, which, I haven't played, but I'm gonna have to, because Pearl is a robot now. Also, Big Man is the best of these 3 idols. Don't really have anything else to say. Some more Splatoon. Splatoon is really fun. Alright, Stardew Valley. This is the most recent addition to my collection. And here's a fun fact. So I got this used for like, it was $35. But because apparently all my GameStop credit or something, I don't remember what the GameStop employee told me. I was able to like save so much of it that I essentially bought this game for $10. That's cool. I haven't played this yet because I don't really do farming sims, but like, it sold like 7 million copies on Switch, so I'm gonna have to play it at some point. The characters look pretty cool. I saw last April, like there were a bunch of memes of the blonde girl Haley and like the female farmer going around. I thought those were cute. Yeah, this is a very cute looking game. I am going to have to try this out sometime. And here's our Super Mario Deluge, starting with Super Mario 3D All-Stars. Okay, so I love this, but I'm also kind of underwhelmed because like, it's Mario 64 Sunshine and Galaxy. $60 is a bit much for these, since they are essentially just emulated. But, you know, it's hard to argue when 64 and Galaxy are here. Sunshine's good too. It is definitely the lesser of the 3. Like, I do wish Galaxy 2 was here, because Galaxy 2 is amazing as well. And it's kind of weird that 3D Land also isn't here, but, like, whatever. These are the 3 that had to be here. And yeah, they play pretty much perfectly. That Mario Sunshine even has, like, GameCube controller support. That's really cool. Galaxy is weird because, like, in handheld mode, you have to use a touchscreen to do the mouse. So I played in tabletop mode, so I could use the Joy-Cons to, like, Joy-Con gyro to, like, use the cursor. It's still really dumb that this was delisted after, like, 6 months. It was like, oh, to heighten the celebration. No, this is just to annoy everybody. Like, it sold 9 million copies. There is no reason this should have been delisted. Gah! Put this back up here, Nintendo, and put in Galaxy 2 while you're at it, and 3D Land, and maybe 64DS if you want to. I don't know. Well, that's not the only 3D Mario re-release. We have 3D World, Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. This is honestly one of the best packages you can get on the Switch, alongside Sonic and Shadow Generations. Like, you have 3D World, which is an awesome game, and people acting like it wasn't are stupid and wrong. Like, come on, this game is awesome. Like, yeah, it's linear, but like, it's there's so much imagination in like each level, and they're all so wonderfully crafted, and there's multiplayer and stuff. But then you got Bowser's Fury, this whole like open world stuff that takes from Odyssey and Sunshine. It's kind of like all the 3D Mario games sort of meshed together. It's short, like you could beat it in like 3 hours, but it's really cool. Like Bowser gets all mad and stuff. He grows giant and he's all covered in oil or something. I don't remember. That part does get kind of annoying when you're just doing missions and Bowser comes out and like, oh, come on, just go away. But, like, exploring it is so cool. I really hope the next 3D Mario game sort of takes what works best in Bowser's Fury and like expands upon that to make something really new and fresh. Yeah, this is really great. But we also have Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Now, I don't own New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe because I have New Super Mario Bros. U and Luigi U on Wii U, which is basically just that. So I didn't feel the need to buy. But I gotta say, I am kind of tempted because I just don't want to turn my Wii U on ever. But yeah, this one blows all the New Super Mario Bros. Games out of the water. Like, it is so creative and fresh and fun, and co-op actually functions now. You're not going to accidentally toss people off cliffs all the time. It's a really fun way to like sort of like come back like when you're like stuck with like the standee stuff. The worlds are all like wonderfully imaginative. Like the Wonder Flowers are great gimmicks. Never get tiring. I wish the bosses were more than just Bowser Jr. That's like my only complaint. Like, and oh yeah, and Daisy's playable here. Finally, like true maturity is finding out that Daisy is the best Mario princess. I used to think it was Rosalina, but nope, it's Daisy. Though that being said, I would really like if Rosalina was playable in the next one. Yeah, keep it up. Make more awesome 2D Mario games, Nintendo. And speaking of more awesome 2D Mario games, Mario Maker 2. Yeah. I know some people like say, oh, Mario Maker 1's better because it has the Mystery Mushroom costumes. And I'm like, I don't care. Okay, yeah, it does kind of blow the Mystery Mushroom costumes are gone. But like when they added all this other stuff, like so many, like tons of new biomes, tons of new enemies and objects and stuff, and a whole story mode that's really cool. And they added the Koopalings and a Link costume and the World Maker stuff. Like, come on. In my opinion, this is clearly the better game. I will say making levels feels more natural on the Wii U gamepad. Don't make levels on the TV in this game. It just doesn't really work all that well. Definitely play in handheld mode. If you can, get a stylus. I don't have one, but honestly, I didn't really feel mind. I created a lot more levels here than I did in Mario Maker 1. Partly because I'm just a lot more competent with it now. I remade the entirety of like the first level from Castlevania. That was fun. I also made some really bad troll levels. Yeah, this is great. If Mario, I want this to get like an update for the Switch 2 that includes mouse support. If not, just make Mario Maker 3 with that, and that'll be really awesome. Here's Super Mario Party, and the game that we were like, oh hey, this is Mario Party returning to its roots, and like, yeah, it kind of did. Like the gameplay formula is now back to the classic formula, but like, there's only 4 boards and they're all grid-based. They went for quantity over quality with its modes, I think. Like, there's this river survival thing, which is like 4-player co-op, which is okay, but like, you're gonna see everything in SOF after one try. Partner Party is kind of cool. Minigames are great. I think this is one of the best selections of minigames of Mario Party. Overall, this is just kind of fine. Superstars did it a lot better, and as well as another game that we will be talking about right now. Super Mario Party Jamboree. I think every version of this game actually comes with the 3-month individual NSO membership. That's pretty neat. Yeah, this is basically taking all the best parts from Super Mario Party and Superstars and putting them all together. I think the reason they called it Super Mario Party Jamboree instead of like Mario Party like X or whatever, it's just because of how well Super Mario Party sold. Like that game sold like 20 million copies somehow. And yeah. This is easily one of the best Mario Parties. Top 3 easily. Maybe top 2. About my only issue is that board speed is slower for some reason, which is weird because of how Superstars really streamlined it. But yeah, it's got 7 boards, 5 new ones, 2 returning ones, which is great. Minigames are great, although some of them are a bit too sectioned off thanks to its controls, and none of us want to play with single Joy-Cons. You're going to play as Bowser again. There's this whole Imposter Bowser mode stuff. Jamboree buddies are really cool. Yeah, this is one of the best Mario parties ever. Go play this. Like, if you don't, like, even if you don't feel like getting like, the Switch 2 version for with the extra stuff for $80, not including the camera, by the way. The regular Switch version is still great. Highly recommend for fun party games. Then we have Super Mario Odyssey. Again, what do you really want me to say with this one? It's Mario Odyssey. I know there's been like some people going, oh, Mario Odyssey is not that hot. But again, those people are wrong. This game is imagination and fun, like, incarnate to me. Like, this is absolutely top 5 best games on the system, maybe top 3. And it is definitely a contender for my favorite 3D Mario game. Is that or the Galaxy games, honestly. Yeah, there are too many moons. Yes, there are too many moons. But, like, I don't think that really matters until the post-game, which I don't really care about post-games in Mario games, to be honest. Music's wonderful. It graphically still looks great. I love capturing enemies with Cappy and doing some of them, like getting the T-Rex. I love all the worlds, like Fossil Falls and Steam Gardens and New Donk City. Like, they're all great. The bosses are really fun. It's got vocal music tracks for some reason. And this is just a wonderful, wonderful game. And you've all probably played it already, but like, we'll play it again then. Here's another one I wasn't expecting to exist. Super Mario RPG. I get why the box is all white, because that's how the original Super Famicom box art was, but like, come on. Couldn't have put a little bit in the background? Like, come on. But whatever, this is really cool, like, because Mario RPG, similar to Marvel vs. Capcom, this was stuck in legal limbo because of the whole shared rights thing between Nintendo and Square Enix. They sorted those out, and we got a cool remake here. Yoko Shimomura came back to remix all the classic songs, and they sound great. The game has been rebalanced, so Bowser isn't completely useless, Peach isn't completely broken, and Mallow actually has use after you get Geno. It's really fun. It's pretty simple. Like, I do recommend this as like an introduction to RPGs. But I do prefer Paper Mario and Mario and Luigi over this. Still, it's cool. I still don't get why everyone wants Geno in Smash when Mallow is clearly the superior option. But yeah, this is a very good game. Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania. So a lot of people say that Super Monkey Ball hasn't been good since those first few games on the GameCube, so they're like, alright, we'll remake those and put them all in one package. I love that they did this, and especially since I think this was also sold for like a reduced price, like $40, $50. So that's really cool. The physics aren't quite as intricate as in the original. Monkey Target suffers pretty heavily, but like, this is still Monkey Ball as you remember it. It is still really, really fun. And we got Bananarama last year, which I've heard is also really, really good. So yeah, the future for Monkey Ball is looking pretty bright. What do you want me to say? It's Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. This is like video games the game. It's got like 80-something characters. It's got, you know, it's got Mario and Link. It's got Sonic and Solid Snake and Cloud and Mega Man and Sephiroth and Banjo-Kazooie and Kazuya and Sora. Like, this is video games the game. Like, yeah, there's some issues with it. World of Light isn't the best single-player campaign. Though I did play through it again, and yeah, it is more fun than I remember, though. Do not marathon that. You will get bored of it pretty fast. The stage selection is like, there's 100 of them. There's like over 1,000 songs in this game. Holy cow. The new remixes are phenomenal. This feels so good. I honestly have trouble going back to previous games like Melee, Brawl, and Smash 4, because, like, this game feels so good. I didn't used to have that problem. But now when I play like Melee or Brawl again, I'm just like, this doesn't feel right. I don't know. I don't know if this game really needs a Switch 2 edition. It runs pretty perfectly as it is. I mean, I would love it with better online. I'm very curious to see what the next new game will do. Because, like, how the hell do you top this? Ha. I have no idea. Up next is Sushi Striker: The Way of Sushido. I got this for Christmas one year, I think. And I don't remember why. This is alright. It's kind of a puzzle game. But honestly, I think this only really has like half an hour of value to it, because like it's okay. Like, you sort of like match foods together. It's not really my preferred puzzle game. It's kind of cute that it has a story mode, but like, you know, whatever. It is what it is, and what it is not really my thing. Alright, last Sonic stop. Team Sonic Racing. As a racing game, this is generally pretty good, though definitely a step down from Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed. That's one of the best racing games ever made, right alongside Mario Kart 8. This one's, again, pretty good. Like, it definitely feels like it was made on a budget. There's only 15 characters, and one of them is Zavok. And another one is a bunch of chows on a cart for some reason. The music by Jun Sonoe and T. Lopes and some of the others is wonderful. The best Sonic racing game soundtrack of all time, easily. Tracks are pretty good, if nothing really too stand out. I mostly remember them for their music. Story mode is terrible. It's a lot of going through a lot of really annoying missions and like some racing stuff, and it's like, oh, is this Dodonpa guy the bad guy? Well, except then Dr. Eggman shows up and like, no, I'm the bad guy. Yeah, this is good. I enjoy this. $40, I think it's probably worth it, but yeah, definitely not the best Sonic racing game there is. Theater Rhythm Final Bar Line. This is so fun. I was kind of wondering how they would transition like the style of gameplay over here from the 3DS, because the 3DS used the touchscreen. But like here, it's just, well, it kind of plays like Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory. Except this is way more songs because there's way more Final Fantasy games. This one I feel is way more worthy of its price than Kingdom Hearts, even though I had a lot of fun with that game too. But like there's games like all 15 mainline games released at the time. I think they added 16 as DLC. There's also DLC packs for like other games like Romancing Saga, Chrono Trigger, I think is there. But yeah, this game is virtually endless. Like, I binged this game hard for like the first week and a half after it came out. And even now I do feel like a temptation to return to it. It's super fun. If you're a fan of music games, if you're a fan of Final Fantasy, this is a must-play in my eyes. WarioWare Get It Together, the first of our 2 WarioWares. Yeah, this one's pretty good. As far as WarioWare goes, this is kind of sort of in the middle of the pack. I literally just noticed that Wario's splitting his pants on the box art, and he has little W's in his underwear. It's cute. But yeah, this is all about using the 2 Joy-Cons to like sort of like there's a whole co-op thing that you can use, and each character you can play as all the characters. That's kind of cool. They all play a little differently. 9-volt is a complete waste of space, and yeah, that does mean a lot of the mini games, the micro games, have to be like work differently so that they can work with every character. Again, 9-volt, this little guy, he sucks so much. But yeah, this is really fun. Very unique WarioWare, but I don't really feel much desire to replay it after we got WarioWare Move It. So this game released like right smack in between Mario Wonder and Mario RPG's releases, and so this game did not sell very well as a result. That sucks, because this game is really, really, really fun. Like, everyone loves WarioWare's smooth moves, and this is basically smooth moves too. You gotta use the 2 Joy-Cons. The motion controls, I think, actually work really well. Like, and like each character has their own. I love the vacation vibe this has, because like you got like Wario running away from some like island people. You got Mona scuba diving to look for mermaids. You got Jimmy T surfing on a shark. You got Dr. Crygor and Penny and Mike having to pose for caveman artists. It's all wacky and weird, and it's so great. My career is really fun. Like you got to use like different poses, just like in Smooth Moves. Yeah, this is one of my favorites. I still like Smooth Moves more. I think it's particularly for its multiplayer. Like multiplayer is kind of hard to do with this one. But yeah, as far as WarioWare goes, this is a top 3 one for me, easily. Yoshi's Crafted World. I will give this game definitely credit that they wanted to do something different. Like, this is not just another Yoshi's Island. Like, this is honestly them trying to do something different. There's some mix between 2D and 3D. Like, you sort of go to the foreground and background. Kind of like some of those old platforms on, like, the PlayStation, Sega Saturn, when they were still trying to figure out how this whole thing worked. But I just find it, compared to, like, Woolly World, I just find it's kind of slow and awkward. I played through, like, the first world when it came out, but I didn't really want to go further. I beat it, like, last year or something, or a couple years ago, and it was better than I thought it would be. But it's still just kind of okay. I really hope Woolly World comes to Switch. Woolly World is, just really, really fun. Super fun 2D platformer game with co-op and very good music, whereas Crafted World's music is booty butt cheeks. Ew. Get this off my... Yeah. And we end with a triple dose of Xenoblade, because first we have Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. And this is one of my favorite RPGs. Like, I tried out the first Xenoblade on Wii for a little bit, and though I didn't play much of it, because, you know, it was a Wii RPG that released in 2012 in the US, thanks to that fan campaign. It immediately, like, struck a chord with me. So I played through all Definitive Edition, and yeah, I love this game. Like, the characters are so great, the world is so immersive, and the music's phenomenal. The battle system is like Final Fantasy XII, but fun. It's so weird that they auto-attack, but like, the way like everything else works is so good. Yeah, this one's amazing. Like, Xenoblade is sort of had a weird reception among Nintendo fans for like stealing attention or something. I don't get it, but like this one's a classic. This one's a modern classic. If you have any interest in like RPGs at all, you have to play this game. This is a must-play game before you die kind of game. Then there's Xenoblade Chronicles 2. This is a lot more divisive than the first one for a number of reasons, and I do fall more on the negative side compared to them. Like, I recognize it's a good game, but like, it feels so sluggish. Like, moving around, like, in battle feels so slow compared to the first game. And it's so much more complicated, and, like, the tutorials in the beginning were kind of suffocating. I honestly didn't make it very far in this one. I played for a few hours. I got kind of stuck. I don't remember where, though. And I just watched the cutscenes on YouTube. And the story is, like, fine. Like, it's fine. But I didn't really connect... Obviously, I didn't play the... I'm going to give this game another chance, guys. I will give this game another chance, but, like... It's weird, like, the first game, like, felt like it could, like, appeal towards, like, anyone. Like, with its, like, story and, like, characters. But this one shoves anime tropes down your throat so much that it's really overbearing. Again, I feel like if I play the game, like, myself, I would get more attached to these characters, you know. Again, I will give this game another chance. The music is wonderful, of course. And last is Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I haven't actually played this one yet, because again, long RPG, I need motivation to play long RPGs over all these other shorter games. I've heard this one fixes basically every problem people have with 2. I've seen a lot of people say this is the best one, and considering how much I love 1, that's gotta be an accomplishment. I am looking forward to playing this one. I've listened to its soundtrack. I don't like the soundtrack as much as the first 2. But it's still very, very, very good. I don't know what else to say. Yeah, I'm sure this will be a great time when I eventually play it. That is all of them! Yeah, as you can see, I own 98 physical games. This isn't even counting the digital games that I own, like Sonic Mania, or Cuphead, or the original Final Fantasy VII, or something like Dragon's Dogma. But yeah, this is a very, very fun thing. I love the Switch. Yeah, this baby right here. Sorry for the messy screen. And you can see my camera setup here. I am very glad that the Switch became such a big success and got this amazing library of games. I am ready to move on, but like, I am so happy that we can play all these games on Switch too, because that way I'll still be able to play these games on the newer platform, and they might run better and look better. Such great, like, this is some of my favorite games, like, are on here, like Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, and Fire Emblem Three Houses, and The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Metroid Dread, Super Mario Odyssey, Super Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury, Mario Wonders, Sonic and Shadow Generations, Xenoblade Chronicles. Like, so many great games, and like, so many that I haven't even like picked up yet, or some that are digital here. Yeah, this was a wonderful system, and it had a very long, very well-deserved, great life. That being said, bring on the Switch 2, baby!